everyone. Welcome to American Firearms Network. Thank you guys for watching us today. We hope you like, subscribe, and share. And we hope if you have any comments about our show that you do not hesitate to leave them right under. Today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about outdoor range days and what you need to bring and what you need to bring to be ready for an outdoor range day, right? Because a lot of times Paul and I have range days and people come unprepared. They don't know what they're doing. They're clueless. So we're going to get into that a little bit. Instructor Paul's going to talk on that, and then I have a few things that I want to say just to make it clear to everyone when they come to a range day. Instructor Paul, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, it's important that you do have the right equipment when you come to the range day, because one of the things that happens when you come unprepared, you throw everybody else off.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And you end up walking around begging people for things. Have you got this mag, Paul? Have you got that? And that's a no-no. So you have to come prepared. So what we're going to do, we're going to basically show you some stuff. And I'm a person that I like to do things visibly so you can see what we're talking about. So the first thing I always like to show people is the importance of being safe, first aid. Okay, now if you're on the range, for instance, and you have an instructor that's going to be taking the range day, he should have a first aid kit. If he hasn't got a first aid kit, that is an issue.
That is a red flag. No first aid kit. Get back in that car. Get back in that car.
Okay? And the first aid kit will have a variety of things, tourniquets and whatever you may need to get yourself taken care of, or take care of somebody before the emergency services get there. So that's the first thing we have, and you can hold on to that. So
you got it, buddy.
Emergency. Earphones. These are important to protect your ears.
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
There are various kinds. Some are more expensive than others, but whatever you can afford, you buy, but make sure you turn up with ear protection.
And one thing that we like, I know you like also, is the electronic hearing.
Yeah.
And you guys would benefit from it. From those of you who do not know about it, it's electronic, so you put the volume up, and you can hear your instructors talk. If you have a break, a quick break, and you're loading up, you can turn the volume on. You can hear your peers that you're doing the class with.
Yeah.
And then what happens is when the gunshots go off, you're firing, it muffles the sound, so it automatically stops the sound. It doesn't stop it, but it muffles it.
Yeah.
And it's very good. So this way you can wear it. You don't have to keep taking your headphones off every minute. I recommend that. It costs a little bit more than regular, right? It's a little pricey, but definitely well worth the investment.
Perfect. The next thing I have a mag carrier. So if I'm going to have to do any kind of changing out of my mag, then I always have one of these that I have strapped to my belt. These are very, very good pieces of equipment that you can have. Most important thing as well is eye protection. So important. Make sure you show up with eye protection. I can't tell you the amount of times people are showing up without eye protection.
Showing up without a lot of this stuff, right, that we're talking about. Yeah, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah, so now if you wear glasses like I do, then you don't need to have these. You just keep the glasses that you have. Most important.
Ammo box.
Ammo box or ammo. Don't show up on a range day without ammo. Ammo's expensive, and Todd is not going to give you his ammo. Okay.
I'm so tired of giving away my ammo. A box there. Someone's short.
Every time.
When you're doing a range day and you're taking a class, the instructor should be sending you out an email. What's required for that day and what you need. I would definitely follow that and check that list off and make sure you come with everything on that list.
Perfect. Tom, one thing we forgot. Holster.
Oh.
We need a holster. So many people show up at range days without a holster. You gotta have a holster.
You gotta have a holster, okay? All right, whatever you decide to use, make sure it's comfortable. Even equally as important is a gun belt.
Yes.
Okay? So I'm going to show you. I'm wearing a gun belt right now. Okay? I'm carrying, I have my gun on me. but this is a gun belt. This can properly hold the gun in place. A regular belt is not going to do the good enough job. It's going to flip over. It's just not going to be good. You need a nice sturdy gun belt. We just had a class. We had 3 people that were taking these holsters and just clipping them to their pants.
Yes.
It's unacceptable. It's not safe.
Amen.
Okay? It's got to be secure. That holster has to be secure on you and comfortable. Okay? You can't just buy a holster and not have a good sturdy gun belt that goes along with it.
Perfect. Firearm. This is not a real firearm, so I've already kind of cleared it. It's just a toy firearm, okay? Just a toy firearm, but this is important with your mag. Now, whatever you do, don't bring a toy firearm to a range day. This is just a prop, but make sure you remember to bring your firearm.
And make sure you have more than 1 magazine, and that should be on your instructor's list.
Yes.
You should have at least 3 magazines on you at minimum. Okay.
Right.
So also, a range bag, right?
Yeah.
I have. This is what I typically carry along with my my ammo box. It's a great little knapsack. I throw it over my shoulder. This is my main thing. I have my headphones here. This is what I was talking about, the electronic hearing. I know Paul has them on there.
Yeah.
But if you can see, you can just turn it on. Okay. And these are great. I got these from the NRA, but these are great. Glasses. When I'm indoors, I have this ear protection too. I put these on, and then I put my headphones over this, so I have extra protection. Indoors, much louder than outdoors. Okay? And you put everything in here. I have my gun oil. I keep my guns back here. I have a compartment here. Right?
That's a nice one, Tom.
I got 2 guns that I keep back here.
Yeah.
And there's all different types of stuff. I have also, what do I have? I have a little rain poncho.
Yeah, there you
that
go.
you can buy in like CVS, Walgreens. I think I bought it from one of them. Don't think this is not a big deal. This is a nice big deal. You don't want to end your range day for a little rain. It's okay to train in rain as long as it's not raining too hard. I throw this poncho on and I keep it moving. Okay? All kinds of stuff I keep in here, so that's it.
Yeah.
You need to be prepared. I unfortunately had to tell people that travel from far distances, they're not prepared. I always try to help. I'm not a jerk if I have the extra equipment or Paul has the extra equipment, or I even ask other people, but if they don't have it, like, hey, you came unprepared, we're not going to have you be unsafe because you don't have the right equipment there, okay? So I've had to ask people, I know you have also, they can't participate, they just can't participate. So always make sure you check off that list when you get that email. And even if you don't have a checklist for whatever reason, we hope you listen to us and just make sure you're prepared when you go to these range days, okay?
Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to mention before we close off, Todd, the importance of nutrition. Okay, making sure that you adequately fuel your body before you go on the range. When you're on the range, especially here in Florida, it can get very hot and humid. Always make sure you have water.
Okay?
Hydrate, bring some snacks. That's important. You don't want to be on the range feeling sluggish. You don't want to be on the range feeling hungry, feeling, not hydrated.
And
so important.
Yeah, it's so important. And your concentration levels are really, really high, so nutrition is very, very important. Stay hydrated. It all helps your concentration. You don't realize, maybe some of you, that when you're dealing with deadly weapons, your mind has to be really dialed in and focused on what's going on. And very, very important. So anyway, thank you everyone. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching and have a great day.